So, so Jen, I would love for you to introduce yourself, my dear.
For sure. So I am an energy medicine practitioner. I work multidimensionally. So I work this lifetime, I work past lifetimes, future lifetime parallel lifetimes, ancestral energies, and I do so by tapping into your subconscious, actually different aspects of your subconscious. And that allows me to clear all kinds of energetic blocks, whether they're physical, like pathogens and toxins, emotional, trapped emotions, despair anchors. That means the mental, right? So mental blocks, any limiting beliefs that you might have, as well as spiritual energies. So, dark entities, spiritual attachments, offensive energy from other people. I do a lot of soul retrieval. I work in the Akashic records, closing down old timelines that no longer serve you. So it's a very extensive amount of work that I do. So I was having a really hard time trying to explain to people how I work and what I do. Um, because there's just not a lot of people that do similar work out there. This fall, I really realized like I was burnt out. I was exhausted. I was doing a lot of one-on-ones, which is great. I was helping a lot of people and I love helping others, but I was fucking exhausted. And I'm busy. I'm a mom of two, right? You've got your mom duties, the kids to take care of, supper to make, laundry to do, yada yada. You ladies all know. And I knew that I needed to switch up the way that I was doing things, but I didn't know how. In all of fall, I was frozen. What was that you said earlier?
Analysis
Paralysis.
paralysis.
That's where I that's where I was. I've never heard of that term before, but that's where I was for like 2 to 3 months. I felt overwhelmed. I knew I needed to switch up how I wanted to do things, but I didn't know how to get there, and that's when I met Alex. So I wanted to not be on social media anymore. I didn't grow up in the era of social media. I never really was on Facebook much or Instagram. I only started my Instagram account because I wanted to upgrade my business more and reach other people. Um, but I found it just didn't align with me or resonate with me. And I wanted to get out of the one-on-one sessions all the time because they're time consuming, and I actually wanted to start teaching. And Alex actually helped me to realize that I'm actually a teacher. And that, working with my avatar and finding my ideal client, they weren't even on Instagram. They're on YouTube and watching, listening videos and going on podcasts, right? So I'm not even in the right area. And these people, I felt like I was talking to a wall all the time. So she really helped me to realize like this is not in alignment with you, and let's find out where your ideal clients are. And we came down to YouTube, and so I actually started my own YouTube channel. And so that's been awesome, and I'm stepping away from practitioner to
It's been
teacher.
awesome and also scary. You can
Oh my
be
God,
full on
so
and scary.
scary. Yeah, like I don't even know what I'm doing making videos, but I'm just doing it, right? I don't want to stay in that frozen paralysis mode any longer. So she really helped to alleviate a lot of that overwhelm because I've never really done an online business before other than, the last 2 years I've been doing online. And I'm basically messy action, throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, but I feel like I'm ready to shift out of that and take my business to the next level, right? So she also helped me to with my program because I want to start teaching people and empowering them to learn how to do this work at home, how to work on your family, your children to clear, generational trauma, things like that, so we can all start taking our power back, right? And sharing that knowledge with others. And that was extremely overwhelming because it's a massive program. So to have someone to just talk to and bounce ideas off of and kind of give me some guidance and direction was I can't even tell you how much help that's been. It's given me so much clarity. It's helped me to empower myself. I was kind of dreading doing all of this work because it was just too much, right? When am I going to do this? I only have so many hours in a day. My kids are going to be home. And I'm excited again. I
Mm.
got that joy for what I do again because before I was dreading it and I was spinning my wheels and just hitting my head up against the wall, not sure what to do. So, I just love Alex's energy because she actually genuinely cares. She genuinely cares that you succeed, right? And it's very much this attitude of you rise, I rise, and we all rise together. And that's exactly for me what I'm aligned with and what I've been looking for. And she has just absolutely been a godsend for me because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know who my ideal client was. My messaging was mixed. I'm still working on that. But my messaging, and I know this, was kind of all over the place. Heavy on teaching, heavy on testimonials. I got a lot of testimonials, but I wasn't incorporating the other three content related posts, right? It was just mainly those two. So it opened me up into new ways of thinking, right? And how I approach my client. And it just helped me get unstuck in so many ways. I'm so grateful for you. I can't even say how grateful I am for you because I was a bit of a mess this fall and you really helped me through that. But yeah, so just lots of clarity, lots of that overwhelm has released, and I'm just so happy to be in this space again where I feel supported because I didn't feel supported before, and that I wasn't in a space where I was being supported, right? So I'm slowly shifting off to Instagram to YouTube, which has been a massive shift for me, and it brings up so many more blocks, right? Because I'm going from practitioner to teacher now, so she's been able to help me like talk through a lot of these fears that come up and these energy blocks that are inevitable, but you have to get uncomfortable if
The
you
fear
want
of
to help.
being seen was a big one for you that we had to move through
Huge,
together. It was really,
huge.
yeah, and I think like we're still moving through it together, right?
Yeah, yeah, I don't like being seen. I don't like being the spotlight or having the attention on me. Um, yeah, I just always, as far as I can remember as a child, being the same way, but I'm actually liking YouTube. I don't find it as much as Instagram, anyways. I'm finding YouTube, it's just kind of flowing better. And even though I don't have a huge following on there, um, I feel like that's building. I'm excited, and it's helping me to break through those barriers as well, and showing up on video. So I get so nervous.
Which is so
I
valid.
get
Like
so
I
nervous.
get nervous. Like I even get nervous before I come on these calls, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like talk to
Hmm.
all of you. Like yesterday I was so grounded. I was like, what is going on here? But I also had like a bath and I went for a walk and I did an energy clearing and I did breath work. Like I did all of these things before and I was like,
Hmm.
I'm here, right? But that's totally valid and that's something that we've been talking about, right? Like it's normal to be like a little bit like okay, nervous around being seen and nervous around showing up and claiming like, this is my space and this is what I do and this is like I know I can help you. Like I am gifted, you know? And yeah, that was like a big thing for you when we met, the fear of being seen. And then also, like you were saying, it was like the one-on-one loop. You were in a one-on-one loop and you were burnt out. Like the messages I would receive from you was like, I'm so tired, I'm burnt out, like I can't do the one-on-ones anymore, like it's too much. And guys, if you're getting to a point where you're not enjoying your work, that means that it's not aligned, right? There's something that needs to be shifted because you should be like super enjoying every single moment of it, right? Like of course there's admin stuff where we're like admin, sometimes I don't want to always do that, right? But also, right, like you should be enjoying what you're doing because it's what you're passionate about. So when Jen and I met, pretty much your offer was one-on-one and that's it, right? You had like I think one group container, but it was like a low ticket group container.
Mhm.
And your prices were lower as well. So when we started working together, there was an increase in that price in all of your prices. And then we created an incredible offer stack for you, which I'm really, really excited about. So the way that we did this, guys, which was so cool, is like we started off by creating this outline for this program that she wanted to make to teach other people how to do what she does, which is kind of hard because what she does is like out of this world. It's incredible. I highly recommend, if you're like, oh my gosh, like she resonates with me, like message Jen because she's amazing at what she does. She's my healer as well. Like I go to her for sessions. Um, but what we did is we created that outline, and from that, we were able to see, okay, now we can have this little mini course or this little mini membership that so that there's bite-sized pieces for her to record, right? So she's recording this masterclass. Great. How are we going to use this masterclass around using a pendulum to connect your intuition? How are we going to use that in the smaller membership? How are we going to use that in her high ticket offer, which is her signature program, right? So it's very possible to create your offer stack in this way where um, you're still making sure to address all of your dream clients' desires, and also you're still doing it in a way where you're not adding like a shitload of more time to to work right in your schedule, right? Because Jen and I are at a point where I'm working with her and I know that she wants to work like 4 days a week, like 3 or 4 days a week. She wants to work like, what did you say, Jen? Was it like 25 hours?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
minimal.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like that's because she wants to be present with her family, right? So that's why we're creating this offer right now. That's why we're creating these other low ticket offers, core signature offer, or you can whatever you want to call that. That's why we created these other offers as well that are going to be integrated in her high ticket offer, right? So that when that high ticket offer comes out, when that's created, she's already done lead gen with her freebies, with her low tickets, with her core offers. She's already created connections and relationships with all of these people through those. And also, she's already created all of this content for her high ticket offer, right? So not only is she saving time from this, but she also created a beautiful journey for her clients. So when somebody new comes into her world, maybe they see her masterclass somewhere and they're like, oh, I'm going to go to this masterclass, or I'm going to do this freebie with her. They have a beautiful, it doesn't just end there, right? They have this most beautiful journey that they get to go on with her. And it's amazing. Anyways, I got really excited about that. So Jen, I would love for you to share with everyone. I am going to be sharing about the BBE, so the Bang and Biz Mastermind, after this. And there's going to be like a lot of you are going to be like, right? Because investing in yourself monetarily is like a scary thing, right? Like it is a scary thing. So I would love for you to share kind of what came up for you in terms of investing in yourself, and also um was it worth the money? Is it worth the money working with me?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Your time is money. So I sat all fall spinning my wheels, actually a little bit maybe the end of summer. So quite a few months, right? Spinning my wheels, spinning my wheels. I don't know what I'm doing. I need guidance. I needed to invest in myself to bring myself to the next level because I simply don't have that knowledge, right? And same as a healer needs healer, right? I needed to up level myself to the next level. So it's 100% worth it for me, because once I get all these offers out, like right now it's a lot of work, but once I get these offers out, like we plan to do a subscription and these classes, right? I'm not spending time on those anymore. This is all digital downloads, pre-recorded content, and I don't need to to spend all these hours working all of the time. So to me, my time, having time with my family is absolutely priceless and worth every penny. Having one-on-one guidance has been an absolute game changer for me and got me out of that spinning the wheels, because I feel like if I had just kept going without any guidance, I probably would have just said fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. And maybe not, I don't even know what I would have done honestly without your help. I don't know what I would have done without your help. Period. I was a burnt out hot mess. I was.
You're reclaiming your time.
Yes,
What's
yes,
what's wild, y'all, is like she also had you like spent money to be in another business program and
yes.
you didn't use it.
I didn't use it. It was cold. Like it was, I was a number. That's what I felt like in this other program. And these women like have, a big following and they're pretty popular. And I just wasn't getting the assistance that I needed. I am a beginner online business person, and I don't know what I'm doing, and it just didn't align with me whatsoever. I paid a lot of money in that program because I want to invest in myself. I want to be the best an energy medicine practitioner and teacher that I can possibly be and create freedom for myself and my family. And yeah, that program I haven't even barely touched. But working with Alex has just been just the total opposite, just such a warm environment. She cares, and just no judgment either, because I am horrible with technology. I'm sorry, Alex. I am horrible with technology, and she's been helping me with that and all kinds of things that this other program didn't help me at all with. Like I felt so lost still. It was just tons and tons of videos, but no guidance, right? Like that personal touch. I don't know how to create content. I don't know these things. I've never created like an ideal avatar. I didn't know how to do any of that. And I'm very much of a hands-on. I need to just be shown and then I can run with it, right? And so that whole program just totally had me lost. But this has helped me go from like spinning my wheels to finally moving forward. I feel confident in myself again as well. That was something that was really bothering me this fall. I was losing confidence in myself, doubting myself a lot, and this really helped to empower me again. So it's
Hmm.
totally worth investing. And the same thing I tell with my clients too. It's worth investing in yourself. Like, right? We have this one life. Let's see what we can build, right?
Yes. Yes. Thank you for sharing, my love. I love you so much.
Love you
Um,
too.
and I know, like you said, you're a really busy mom and you have so many, you're just a million things all the time, a million different hats, a million things happening all the time.
Mhm.
Um, is it worth the time as well, right? So because I know that a lot of you are also really busy and hearing like spending an hour on a group call and then like 30-minute one-on-one with me, you're like, but how am I going to fit that into my schedule? I really would love for you to speak on that as well, Jen.
Yeah, like I'm making the time. I'm setting up boundaries. That's another thing I've been learning with you as well. It's always been an issue of mine, but boundaries with clients, boundaries with my family. I want to do this. This is for myself, and I'm going to make sure I have the time. And we do have time. If you really want this, you will make time. So look at your calendar and see where you can clear out, 30 minutes out of your day to work on these things, even 15 minutes every morning to just look at what kind of content am I going to create today,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
And making that time for yourself, because we've just been so, as women, programmed to be running all the time, being busy, doing things for other people. Um, it's time for us to do stuff for ourselves.
Yeah. Releasing responsibility for others because
Yes,
we had some
yes, that was a huge one for me too.
So this is what I'm saying, guys, right? Like we work through the strategy, but we also have to work through the energetics as well, right? In order to implement that strategy, a lot of you also are your prices are low because there's that feeling of responsibility as well, or feeling guilty for putting them up higher. That was something you went through, Jen. You were like, I feel guilty for increasing them, and it's like you only have like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
only so much of you, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to weed out the people that are truly ready to show up, truly ready to invest, and truly value you and what you are here to offer and what you are doing in service in this world. So thank you, Jen, for
You're
being here. I
welcome.
really
Welcome,
appreciate
of
it.
course.
For those of you that resonate